Hello, dear friends. My name is Lily, here to take you on an adventure of a little doggie named Max. Max wasn't your ordinary doggie. Oh no, he was as lively as a spring morning and just as curious as a kitten. He lived in a quiet little town where every dawn brought new smells to sniff, new sights to see, and new adventures to embark on. Each morning, as the first rays of sunshine peeked through his little doggie door, Max would leap from his cozy bed, his tail wagging with anticipation. He was always eager to greet the day, always ready to explore his world with fresh eyes. His boundless energy was contagious, filling the air around him with a sense of excitement. His small stature didn't hinder his big heart and even bigger dreams. He was a tiny explorer in a vast world. As the sun rose, Max couldn't wait to see what today had in store for him. Max darted out of his cozy home, ready for the day's adventures. The world outside was an endless playground for him, teeming with exciting sights, sounds, and smells. His tail wagged with anticipation as he bounded into the fresh morning air, his paws thumping playfully on the dew-kissed grass. Max was a curious little doggie, always eager to explore the world around him. His eyes sparkled with excitement as he spotted a colorful butterfly fluttering by. With a playful bark, he launched into a delightful chase, leaping and twisting in the air, trying to catch the elusive creature. But the butterfly danced away, leading Max on a merry chase across the meadow. He romped and frolicked, his laughter echoing through the trees. Next, Max discovered a pile of leaves that had fallen from a nearby tree. With a gleeful yip, he dived into the pile, sending leaves flying in all directions. He rolled and tumbled, his coat becoming a patchwork quilt of autumn hues. His joy was infectious, his happiness radiating outwards, touching everything around him. The world was full of wonders for Max. He sniffed around, his nose twitching as he discovered new scents. He dug in the earth, unearthing hidden treasures. He chased after his own shadow, pouncing with glee. Each moment was a new adventure, each experience a precious memory. Max's world was one of joy and curiosity. He found beauty in the simplest things, delight in the everyday. He was a bundle of energy, his spirit uncontainable. His laughter was the music of the meadows, his antics the dance of the wind. But even the most energetic of adventurers needs a rest. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, casting a warm glow over the landscape, Max decided it was time for a well-deserved break. He trotted over to his favorite tree, its leaves whispering stories in the breeze. With a contented sigh, he settled down in the cool shade, his eyes closing in blissful rest. As the day grew warmer, Max decided to take a break under his favorite tree. While Max was resting, he heard a strange noise coming from the bushes. It wasn't a noise he recognized, not a bird's song or the rustle of leaves in the wind. It was a small, frightened mule, soft and pitiful. Max's ears perked up, his curiosity piqued. He rose from his spot, shaking off the sleepiness, and trotted towards the bushes. As he got closer, the mewling grew louder, more desperate. With a gentle nudge of his nose, Max parted the leaves and peered inside. What he found was a tiny, shivering kitten, its fur matted and eyes wide with fear. Max was a dog, and dogs didn't usually mingle with cats, but he knew he couldn't just leave the kitten alone. He remembered how it felt to be lost and scared. So he decided to be brave and took a step closer. The kitten hissed at first, but Max remained calm, showing that he meant no harm. Slowly, the kitten's fear subsided, and it allowed Max to come closer. Max sniffed the kitten, his tail wagging gently. He could tell that the kitten was lost, just like he was once. Suddenly, he felt a strong desire to help this tiny creature. He remembered his own journey, how he had found his way home, and he wanted to do the same for this kitten. So, with a soft bark, Max called to the kitten, trying to reassure it. The kitten mewed back, and Max felt a surge of happiness. He had made a new friend, a tiny, furry one. He knew then that he had a new mission. Max looked back at the kitten, his tail wagging faster now. He was ready for the adventure, ready to help his new friend find its way home. He didn't know where this journey would take him, but he knew he was up for the challenge. With a new friend and a new mission, Max was more excited than ever. And so, With a determined bark and a wag of his tail, Max set off on his new adventure, ready to face whatever came his way. Max, with his new friend, set off on their journey to find the kitten's home. Their path was anything but easy. It was a winding road, filled with a myriad of twists and turns. Yet Max, with a heart full of courage, led the way, his little tail wagging with determination. They came across a rushing river, far too wide and deep for the kitten to cross, but Max, with his strength and wit, found a fallen log and guided the kitten across it, step by wobbly step. The kitten clung onto Max's back, its tiny paws gripping onto his fur. It was a moment of fear for both, but they made it to the other side, safe and sound. In the dense forest, they met a grumpy old owl who refused to let them pass. But Max, quick on his paws, found a shiny trinket buried in the leaves. Handing it over to the owl, the bird's eyes sparkled with delight, and he let them pass without another word. As the sun began to set, they ventured into a meadow filled with tall, swaying grass. The kitten, exhausted and scared, refused to move. But Max, with his reassuring bark and gentle nudge, encouraged the kitten to keep going. Throughout their journey, they faced many challenges, but with every step, Max proved himself to be a true friend. He was there to lend a paw, to offer comfort, and to lead the way. The bond between them grew stronger with every challenge they overcame. They laughed together, they cried together, and they discovered the true meaning of friendship. Their journey had been long and tiring, filled with obstacles and surprises. But Max, with his unwavering spirit, never gave up. He carried the kitten when it was too tired to walk, he shared his food when the kitten was hungry, and he stood guard when the kitten was sleeping. After a long day of adventure, they finally saw a familiar house in the distance, their hearts filled with joy and relief. They had made it, they were home, and they had done it together, because that's what friends do. They stick together through thick and thin. The kitten recognized her home and ran towards it with Max trailing behind. As the tiny feline dashed towards the familiar front porch, her purring family welcomed her with open paws. Their joyous mews filled the air, creating a symphony of happiness that echoed throughout the neighborhood. The kitten's family, relieved and overjoyed, nuzzled their long-lost member, their purrs resonating with gratitude. Their eyes, shining like tiny stars, turned towards Max. They acknowledged the brave, kind doggie who had, without a second thought, embarked on an adventure to bring their little one back home. In the world of animals, gratitude and respect are expressed in unique ways. The mother cat, her eyes gleaming with warmth and thankfulness, approached Max. She gently rubbed her fur against his, a feline thank you that spoke louder than words. The other cats followed suit, each one taking their turn to express their gratitude towards the heroic doggie. Max, the humble hero, wagged his tail in delight. He didn't need a medal or a trophy to feel accomplished. The purrs of gratitude, the affectionate rubs, and the warm glances from the feline family were reward enough. But the neighborhood had other plans. Word spread about Max's brave deed, and soon the doggie found himself showered with praises and treats from every corner. The local dogs barked their respect, the birds chirped their admiration, and even the aloof old cat from the house across the street gave a nod of approval. Max had become a local hero, loved and admired by all. As the day turned into a beautiful dusk, painting the sky with hues of orange and red, Max made his way back home. His heart was full, his spirit was high, and his tail wagged with contentment. He had not only saved a lost kitten, but had also made a bunch of new friends. As the sun set, Max returned home, tired but happy, knowing he had made a new friend and done a good deed. His adventure had come to a close, but the memories of this day would forever remain etched in his brave, kind heart. As Max drifted off to sleep, he thought about his exciting day. He remembered the way the wind felt on his fur as he ventured into the great outdoors. He recalled the unexpected encounter with a creature who was different from him, and how, despite their differences, they formed a bond. Max thought about the long journey back home and how he had bravely led the way, his new friend by his side. He remembered the joy he felt as he reached his home, safe and sound, and the happiness that filled his heart when he realized he had made a new friend. Through his adventures, Max learned that kindness is a strength, not a weakness. He discovered that bravery lies within, ready to shine when we face our fears. And most importantly, he realized that friendship can blossom in the most unexpected places. And so, dear friends, remember, just like Max, every act of kindness, no matter how small, can make a big difference. Good night.